Hey guys, welcome back to Geometry Dash on this same level again. But we got progress last time. Didn't we go from like 72 to 77%? So 5% increase. Not amazing. Well, not 5% increase if you think about it. If it was 5% more than what I previously had. But it's 5% more if you think about it going to 100% and not capping out at 72, which it was already at. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's maths. It's stuff. Let's try and get higher than that today, even though we clutched out massively last time and I just failed in the dumbest way. Why did it just not click? I don't know what happened there, but whenever I clicked, there was a little instance of, like, slowdown in the game. Don't know if that'll pick up in the recording, but I could see it with my eyeballs, so believe me, it was a thing. Still not 100%, by the way, just to let you know. Since, you know, I did 2 recordings last time. Now I'm doing today's recordings, and then I'll skip a day because I'm lazy, and then I'll do another recording, or some more recordings, probably day after tomorrow. Wait, day after tomorrow is stream day, so day after that, so on Saturday. Okay, I know my schedule. I just have to remember the days. Then schedule is fine. Oh, I let go, but I didn't let go early enough, so I got deaded. Oops. That wasn't smart. I'm actually gonna sit back in my chair. I'm gonna have a nice, comfortable sit down in a chair. Trouble is, for some reason, like, I do really badly usually when I'm back here. Like, in any game. I'm not good at sitting back in my chair and playing games. I like to lean forwards. I don't know why. Like, I'm not gonna blame my death on, oh yeah, I was sitting back. It's just, for some reason, I play better at games when I'm not this far away. Like, it's not just because, oh, you're slightly further away, your eyes are, like, delayed or something. It's just, I'm not good at the distance. I think it's just my brain has gotten used to playing at a specific distance. So when I alter the distance, my brain's like, I don't like this. That was just awful. You know, my brain's like, I don't like it, you're further away, that's not okay. We're not used to this, please return to your normal, like, seating, and we'll have a good time. That sounds slightly dodgy, saying have a good time, but you know what I meant. You knew it. Tickly throat again, go, hey. I have drinks, so I can sippy sip at the drink if need be, but I don't want to. Fine, I'll cough it out. Cough it off, cough it away. Oh my god, I missed the thing. I understand I was slightly further away than I wanted to be, but still missed it. That was pretty awful. I'm gonna lean forwards again because it feels way more comfortable that way. Like, my back will eventually, like, over time recording this, since it's probably gonna be like 1.5 hours recording, possibly slightly longer, possibly slightly less, I don't know. Yeah, it'll probably be roughly that long, and my spine is probably going to go at that time. And by go, I mean, like, it's not going to just explode or something. I am going to quickly adjust my positioning. Excuse all the noise. I was just wiggling my leg to get it to a more comfortable position. Because my arm was in a really annoying place on the arm of the chair. Like, it wasn't on the arm of the chair, it was sort of dangling off the edge of the arm of the chair, so it wasn't that comfortable. So now I've moved, and now it's much more comfortable. I am, in fact, now sitting on my leg, but it's fine. My leg had, I asked my leg permission, and it agreed. It was a bit unwilling. Like, we had a little bit of a back and forth argument about it. It did kick me a couple of times, but we sorted it out, and now we've come to the agreement of I will sit on it, and it'll just sit there and not respond because it's a leg, and this is an awful joke that doesn't really work. Ouch. Excuse me. The coughs are no longer hurting, which is good. My nose is still bunged up, and that's not great, but I'm not feeling that bad. Food is now no longer an issue. It's just the thing about, like, you can't taste your food, and then you're sad because you can't taste your delicious food. That's, like, the only problem I'm having right now, along with, like, the coughing still and the other stuff. But sleeping is also getting way better. That's when you know your illness is, like, is no longer being a douche and that you're getting better. And it feels nice. It is one of the longest, like, illnesses I've had, like, honestly. I don't think I can remember a time when I've been ill for longer. It feels weird. Like, at the start, it was pretty bad. Now it's just like, meh, get over it. It's just a bit sniffly. A couple of coughs here and there. You're sneezing occasionally. It's not that bad. I made it over, and I didn't think I'd make it over, so I wasn't prepared. I got so lucky to get through that the other time. Which is what I said at the time as well. When I got through, my brain was like, why did I do that? And it made my brain explode. I know what to do off that though. Isn't there the thing where you become the spinny rotator Beyblade of Doom? And you gotta like go to the top and then go off the edge instead of doing what I did before, which was like click again and go into the like Doom pit beneath me. God damn, I felt like I was a bit early. And I was, because I was going to die if I went down, and I died when I went up. I might not have died if I went down. I'm just saying that to make myself feel better. Like, your brain said you'd die if you did it. That's how it works, okay? Shut up. I didn't test it, and I can't test it, because once you die, you die. You just got to go back to the thing. Now, if I had a checkpoint there, I could test. I could. But I'm not in practice mode. I don't wish to go back to it, really. Like, I could. That wasn't the greatest exit out of there, but it worked. Yeah, I could go back to practice mode to, you know, practice parts that I'm bad at. But where's the fun in that? Well, probably the fact that it'll probably be fun to do, because, you know, I'm already, like, decent at most of this level. But he says, while frantically clicking, for some reason, on that bit, while talking about being decent at parts of this level, I looked, like, really far behind where I was, like, dum-de-dum-de-dum, you know what to do on this bit, it's easy. Then my brain forgot what to do. It looked way behind where I should be looking. I should be looking directly at where I am to see where I need to, or what I need to do where I am, and all that stuff, but my brain just wandered off. It was like, da-da-da-da-da, what's a lovely day? Ooh, look, a bird, something shiny. My brain had a moment of extreme idiocy, and it happens quite often, but I didn't really want it to happen then. Idiocy can be hilarious. That time was not hilarious. It was a moment of, and it made me very sad. It didn't make me sad. Okay, that bit I'm getting way better at, and that feels amazing. I tried to do what I did last time, where I just pitch it up at the right time and then just let it drop. Didn't quite make it far enough. It's just so fast that you gotta get it right, or if you click one more time, there's a very high chance you won't be able to swoop down fast enough. That bit is scary, and I don't like it. But we're making it there, like, pretty frequently. In the past 17 attempts, I've made it to there twice. It was probably in 16 attempts, to be honest, because I did just die on the last one in a really stupid way. Nothing new there again. But, like I said, 16 attempts, and I made it to that bit, and I have, like, gotten through the first tiny, like, bit of that section where you instantly are flung into the vehicle and you got to go through that tiny gap at the bottom of the screen. Done that twice. Hadn't really done that before until like a couple of days ago. Not properly, at least. But now it's a different story, and it feels pretty good. And I feel like I need a cough, and I'm near the section that's causing me trouble, and that's not good. It's not good to need a cough around that section, or good to need a cough at all. Coughing doesn't feel good. I've gone over this, but sneezing can feel freaking amazing. Sneezing doesn't really have that. God damn it. I went through loads of emotions there of clicking the button, letting go of the button. So basically just clicking a bunch of times while there to see like what I should do, to be like, oh, when do I let go? When do I let go? So my brain just kept doing it over and over and letting go, but then it never knew when to stop, and actually let go properly. And it didn't go well. It did lead to a couple of injuries, and only 2 survived. But this washing machine is still quite durable. It's made of rubber. Once it hits the thing, it just gets teleported back, like I said. It just gets teleported back because it's being controlled by some other amazing force that knows everything about it and is keeping its children captive. So I've got to save the poor thing. God damn that bit. I'm making it there a hell of a lot, and it feels amazing. But still, god damn that bit. It's so awkward. I wish I could practice it, but I know then I'd start to forget other parts of the level and stuff. Since I'm now getting better at getting through the upside down spaceship part, and that feels great as well. That feels freaking amazing. Now, I'm still not 100% at it, but I'm getting better. You cannot deny that. That bit is, I'm still not amazing at, but I do get through it probably 9 out of 10 times. There's a case, the game had my mouse was on the screen there. It even came up. Like, I clicked, the game lagged again. And then the border went away, or went from red to white around the game, so it's one of those moments of, oh, I'm going to come off the tab again. But no, my mouse was right in the middle of the screen. Magically. The game just... God damn it, cough made me click. And it killed me. Yeah, my mouse in the middle of the screen. It was like, nope, you're not playing the game anymore, screw you. It killed me a couple of times. That was not nice. That was mean. Mean. Oh well. I accept it, game. I accept that. It wasn't nice, and it has thrown me off, and now I have an itchy nose. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. It's most likely the reason that causes all nose itches in this goddamn house, and it is probably a hair of a feline. Like one of our cats, recently, the hair that she has just doesn't like to be on her anymore. It's just going everywhere. It's ridiculous how much hair she is losing. I don't think it's a medical condition. I think it's just she's a cat, and it might just be that time of year when all her hair decides to leave her. That was so good. That's why I don't want to keep clicking when I'm in the top areas, because then you have a very high chance of doing that and just hitting the wall in front of you. As much as it is slanted, it's still douchey as all hell. God damn it, I am improving, and that's good. I didn't really feel like much improvement was happening in the last episode, as much as I did get progress. I felt like I just got a massive fluke, but now I'm actually improving at that bit. I'm getting through the tunnel of love, as I'm now going to call it, more times, or at least more frequently. And by tunnel of love, I mean, well, I need to get there first, but still. Oh god, that was lucky. I mean this bit. This is the tunnel of love. That first little bit that you duck under, and then the rest of that fallopian tube, as I'm going to call it now. There's a tunnel of love and the fallopian tube. Oh, the euphemisms you could make on that. Yes, this is how sex works. You get the male part and you put it in the tunnel of love and it goes through the fallopian tube. It doesn't do that. That's not what sex is at all. But it's funny. It's not funny. But still, I'm getting better at going through the tunnel of love. And there's all the mirrors, and it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good there. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the level more. I don't know what it is. That was really bad. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying the level more. But it might be, like I said, I'm getting better. Now, I did just die in a kind of stupid way. But that still happens quite a lot. There's like 2 or 3 places on this level so far that cause me problems, and I'll call them out when I get to them. This bit is kind of annoying, so sometimes I miss that and I make me sad. This bit isn't really much of a choking point anymore, but I do still die here occasionally. This is a choke point, just this entire UFO section. Like, not just as soon as you become it, just the entire thing. Then it eases up a little. This bit is still pretty simple. I still, like, die at, like, all these places a lot, but oh well. Everyone knows that I'm not the best when it comes to this bit, but like I said, I am improving. And then this is the worst. Yeah, that's the worst, but until those points, I usually make it to, like, the first ones. Like, each time I get past, there's like a... There's probably a 90% chance I get through any given one of them, and then that percentage sort of adds up over them and blah-de-blah. Not adds up, but you know. Then it becomes like 90% of 90%, and then my maths explodes. See, look, I die on that bit, because sometimes I just die on these random bits, and it sucks. 90 probably says less than 90% chance I make it on those choke points, so to speak. Probably more or like... I'm trying to do maths while playing this game. At that time, I don't think that death was even to do with that. I think it's just I was slightly off the bottom clicky thing that floats. I can't remember what I called them. But yeah, those things, I wasn't very close to it, so when I like clicked in my normal place, it was like slightly early or slightly late. Because if you're near the center, you can click way earlier or way later than otherwise. Like, if you're right on the edge, very small window to hit it, you know? Okay, not much pain in that cough. And that feels amazing. Because remember before, my throat was just full of nails. Not fingernails. You know, the big iron ones, or whatever nails are made out of. I don't know the structural components of a nail. I know the fingernails contain a lot of keratin, but nails that go in the wall, not a clue. Could be like steel, could be iron, could be freaking titanium. Isn't the titanium like not super hard though? Like, I think it's a hard metal. I don't think it's a soft metal. But can it take the battering? Like, doesn't it bend? I don't know. I have no idea about metals. I know gold is very heavy, but I think it's brittle. It might be. I have no idea, like I said. But I definitely know it's heavy. And I know lead's heavy and also a soft metal. Not necessarily super pliable, but if you apply enough force to it, it will cause a dent. And then there's other metals that are like, I'm rigid, what you gonna do? Basically, I'm not a metallurgist. That's not what you call them at all. But that's the joke. It's me making a joke about how I don't know what they're called. So I just made up a word. See, it's funny. Then I find out they're actually called metallurgists, and my brain explodes. No, it wouldn't explode. I'd just be like, haha, I'm right. I assume it'd come under, like, not to say geology, because that's sort of when the stuff is in the ground and stuff. But it's still, like, metal. It's not gemstones. God, I clipped the top one. That was such a good run. Like, I felt like I knew what I was doing that time. And I was like, okay, let go in, like, half a second. But I couldn't, because I was already dead. Which didn't feel too good. It's just really awkward that when you die there. Well, not awkward, just really annoying when you die there. Because it's like, it was so close. That was awful. Like I think my finger went to click the button, but like very gently, so it sort of gave me a little bit of a boost upwards. But instead, I think I didn't quite put enough pressure on my mouse, so it didn't click. So next time when I clicked, I was too low and just went straight into a wall. I think that's what happened, because I went to click and something in the brain went, something's gone wrong. And it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. But oh well. Okay, that wasn't the greatest line through there, since I clicked. I missed the click, and I was like, ooh, this is bad, so I had to click later to get it to work, which was not where my comfort zone was, but it did, like, work, so we got that going for us. For me to be happy about. I felt like that happened. That time didn't feel right, and I was a bit low, so when I clicked through the section, it went splat on the floor. Which wasn't good. Could you tell? Wasn't good. No. No, it wasn't. I really want to make it through that section, though. I definitely feel like, for some reason, in this session, I just feel way better about the game. Not like I was feeling bad about the game before. I don't think I've ever hit those spikes, and it honestly is a relief I finally hit it. Because now it can stop bothering me, but now it's going to bother me more, like, oh no, I hit it once, when am I going to hit it again? The reason I haven't hit them is, I think, like, I can just hold the button upwards and I won't die ever, so that time I let go a little bit early and died because of it. Fair enough. Just did some human psychology on myself, and it made me feel a little bit worse about myself, and honestly, a little bit worse. But not enough to be like, oh, my life is failure. It's just like, meh. Fair enough. Don't do that next time. What was I talking about? I was talking about something before that. Oh yeah, I'm feeling like way better. I need to cough. No, not now. I'm gonna suppress it. It is being suppressed. Jesus, that was lucky. God damn it. Yeah, I definitely feel like I can make progress in this video. If not this one, I feel like 100% in the next video. Because we did good in the early part of this video. With that final bit. Even though it's like not the final bit at all. But it's a bit. It's the final bit that I've ever made it to. So to speak. And it's been feeling better. It's been feeling much better. That was like really bad line through there, but it worked. Like, when it's a bad line, when I say it's a bad line, it means I didn't jump where I normally would. So, chance of survival in my brain go from a nice solid 80 to 90 to like a 40. It basically just halves. Doesn't feel great when it happens. Whoa! When I realized how close I was to that thing, that's when you know you're too far over. And when you release the button, it's got to be final second or you're gonna hit the wall. You're gonna hit the wall just because, you know, the angle you're at. You can't let go any sooner. Any further back, I could let go sooner so I could pitch down earlier. But in my position, I had no way of doing it, so by the time it started going down, it was already too late and I hit the wall. Which I saw coming, and it was really annoying because that was going so well. Just that one little bit. Oh god, I did it there as well. Except, like, it was just me doing the buttonage too late. Now this feels like a good line. That was a comfortable line. That's how I get through that section. You may not get through that section like I do. Like you probably get for the coin because you're some sort of demigod. And because, you know, you've learned how to. But I haven't, so I just take my normal path and go from there, really. Oh, aha. I even seen, thanks brain, I even saw the black lines on top of the screen coming in to be like, okay, next vehicle. But I was dead, and it didn't feel great. Jesus, these coughs, they throw me off. They throw me off so much. Like, on the top bit, I didn't even try and jump. Because I don't even think I'm jumping from memory in the game. Like, I partially am, like, subconsciously. And that's probably how I can talk through the episode so easily. But when I cough, my brain just cancels everything it's doing, goes into like panic mode, except the opposite of panic mode, because panic mode is where I just click all the buttons, but it goes into opposite panic mode, where none of the buttons get pressed. My eyes have to then tell me when to jump, instead of the usual, slightly, that was awful, instead of the slightly, subconscious clicking that I do. So when I cough, I've got to rely on my eyes, but then my eyes don't remember what's coming, I don't know what's coming, and then I just don't do anything. Instead of when I'm at a new section, and go into panic mode, and then start pressing all of the buttons to try and survive. My natural human instinct. It's like the natural human instinct when there's danger to run, except way more irrational. Because, you know, just look at the things, nothing's gonna hurt you, you're not gonna die, you just click at the right time. Use the brain you were given at birth, and, you know, just do the thing. Even though you weren't given your brain at birth, I know that. It's not like, okay, well done, you're born, welcome to the world, here, we're gonna assign you with this. You're no longer connected to your mother. You've got to sort of do things by yourself now, so you're gonna need this. Good luck. It's not really how it works. You have it while you're inside your mother, but you don't use it that much, I guess. I don't think there's Brian Cox as a baby sitting in there like, oh yes, let's do all this space stuff. I clicked. I knew I shouldn't have done it. Ah, damn it. Oh, it was going really well. What am I doing? I was looking at the time. In all honesty, I was looking at the time, and I got dead. But that was so good, except I didn't learn from my mistake. I didn't. I thought it would have been a quick up, down, then my brain could sort of focus on what I was doing a little bit more, and then you stay on the ceiling. But no, it was the first one. I didn't think it was, and that's annoying. But second time ever making it there, and it was 2 episodes in a row. So progress? Hell yeah. I still find it hilarious how I made it through that section, like, on my first try. And I don't mean in my first attempt of this level, not even slightly. I mean, like, the first time I made it, that sucks. First time I made it through the upsy-downy fallopian tube, I made it through both, and was extremely lucky. As you can tell, since I've died in there like 3 or 4 times since. And by 3 or 4, which is ludicrously low. More sort of 10 to 15. That's probably like the amount of times I've actually made it there. Because I haven't made it there necessarily a stupidly high amount. I remember when I first heard the word ludicrous, because I like the word ludicrous. It's a good word. The word ludicrous just makes me happy. Not in that way, it's just a word. Don't get turned on by words. Apart from daddy, no. I'm not gonna get Mimi. But I don't really get turned on by words, because, you know, they're words. But, I thought I died. So I gave up. Never give up, kids. Never give up on your dreams. Or you end up like me. Yeah, like, what was I saying? I was saying something. I don't remember, and that bugs me, because I really want to remember what I was saying. I can't remember. Oh, god damn it. You know when that happens, there's something you want to say and then it just goes. It just goes from your brain. Because then, like, your brain goes into overdrive of trying to think of it. And it struggles. It freaking struggles. And then it argues with itself. Like, how can you just forget this thing? We were literally just talking about it. Yes! I was clicking the entire time. Like, I went through the thing at the bottom of the screen, stopped clicking, and when I started clicking again, I must have been, like, slightly past the floaty things. I didn't know what that thing at the bottom of the screen was going to do. I kind of expected it to be a rocket ship and have to, like, swoop upwards. But no, but progress, 79%. Woohoo. Feeling pretty sexy right now. Like, it's bugging me. This is just a random subject, but it's bugging me that all my thumbnails for the videos have been the same so far. Like, a lot of them are like the exact same, slightly different, because for some reason, like, YouTube gives you 3 thumbnails, or you can get a custom thumbnail. I do not currently have custom thumbnails for this series, since, like, I don't have it for any of my new series, since, like, oh, I stopped clicking. Why did you keep going upwards? That death is sad and annoying, because I saw the thing did not start to go down at all, and I let go of the button. But yeah, like, I have no custom thumbnails for my series so far. I didn't have them prepared, since didn't expect Isaac to just peace out on me like it did. But alas, that's what it's done. So yeah, no custom thumbnails for now. But it gives you 3 thumbnails and then a custom thumbnail. For some reason, all the thumbnails it's giving me are like the exact same. I assume that point in the it didn't jump. I pressed the button. It must have been like slightly early or something, but it didn't jump. But I definitely clicked. I can assure you that. But yeah, like, I assume. Oh my god! Why am I clicking so soon? What am I doing? But yeah, what was I saying? Something about YouTube. Yeah, the thumbnails, it gives you 3, and I assume those 3 points in the video, well, not 3 points in the video, but there's 3 points in the level, and that's the 3 thumbnails, where the game seems to, or YouTube seems to be like, that's a nice, clear image. Nice, clear, make that a thumbnail. I assume that's how they make the thumbnails. I highly doubt they go to, like, just 3 different points in the video, get the timestamp, or they just get the time for the videos, like, yep, 3 separate points, pick your thumbnail, and I've magically got on the same place every time. I assume those are just the clearest places that YouTube's taken images from. Like, I probably should just, I felt like I should have died there. I clicked really early. That was so lucky. Yeah, I probably should just, like, take a screenshot of, like, in-game at some point in the level and just be like, boom, thumbnail, done. So, you know, I don't have the same thumbnails over and over, and I probably will go do that. But I'm kind of waiting to get thumbnails. Like, I want to make, well, not make, because I'm not creative, but I want to get custom thumbnails for the series. You know, the ones like in Isaac where I just slap a number on it. I'm like, boom, series updated. But yeah, I want to go do that. But I need to wait for the arts to be done. The art hasn't even, like, been started, because I haven't asked, because Andy's extremely busy, since Andy does all my artwork. Go to her channel, she's a great person. Go to her DeviantArt as well, because she does really nice art. And then buy it on a mug. I have some of her art on a mug. It's a mug I use literally every day. I don't think I've used another cup, apart from since I've been ill. Since occasionally I leave my mug somewhere and I'm like, oh, guess I'll just get a different cup for now, because, you know, I'm ill and I really need a drink or my throat will in fact explode. But apart from that, I've used this mug like every single day. I love this mug. It is a beautiful looking mug. That was an awful, awful death. But yeah, I like the mug. It's a very good, like, reliable, nice mug. And it's got Annie's art on it, so yay! I have other stuff with Annie's art on it. I think I have I have a mouse mat that I used to use all the time. Now I've gone back to just like having the desk under my mouse, because mostly for Fortnite, because the mouse mat, it's good. I really like the mouse mat, and I really like the design on the mouse mat. But the problem with it is, like, using the mouse on the desk is way nicer for stuff like Fortnite, because I can move my mouse easier. The mouse mat just had too much friction, which is sort of the opposite of what a mouse mat should do. But also kind of what it should do. What is the point of a mouse mat apart from to be a mouse mat? So I remember when I never had a mouse mat, I was like, I really want a mouse mat. Because, you know, mouse mats are cool. Are mouse mats cool? I don't know. But I used to really like mouse mats, not mice mats. And I still do like mouse mats. But whenever I play stuff like Fortnite, like I said, I much prefer to just use like the mouse straight on the desk. Because the desk is wood. It's wooden. Meaning, like, the mouse just glides over it. It like doesn't have any friction. So I never really complain about the whole friction thing. Mostly just like, oh, my sensitivity, I need to change my sensitivity. That's like all I complain about when it comes to a mouse. And the fact that my scroll wheel doesn't work. That still annoys me. Really want my scroll wheel to work. Or just to get a new mouse. It'd probably be a smart decision. But mice cost money. And that's something I don't possess. I need monies, but I don't have monies. I expected that death. I wanted to, like, click one more time, and I did, and it got me killed. But I considered just dropping it off, see if I'd survive. But now we'll never know. I think I would have just gone down much sooner than I wanted, so instead I decided to go later than I wanted. But now think about it, not much smarter. Well, I guess it's like I was more comfortable at the time. I seem to add clicks when I think I'm gonna die otherwise, rather than just letting it, like trying to let it survive. And then maybe at the last second when I realise, yep, you're gonna die, maybe adding in a click, seeing if you'll survive. But usually by that point, you're gonna die anyway. Ouch. Yeah, that's usually why I add the clicks. Because I feel like, well, it's now or never. There's a chance of me surviving if I do this, and there's usually not a chance. And it's a bit of a moment of, you done effed up. But yeah, I need a drink. I'm gonna have a drink after this attempt. I still have my juice, which is good. The juice is here. I remember for like the early stages of being ill, I finished my juice a lot faster. So like, I had no more juice, so we had to get more juice, and we got pretty awful juice. Now I think about it, I think I've said this story before. It's not really a story, it's just me talking about juice. But yeah, we got juice, but we didn't get very nice juice, because like, we didn't go to the place where we got the nice juice. So I just drank other juice. It wasn't awful juice, like, I drank it, but it wasn't what I wanted to be drinking. But now I have my nice juice back, and I didn't even, like, get the juice. Stupid. There we go. Good sippage. Good sippage. Like, the juice looks kind of like red wine. It doesn't lose very much color in water. It, like, just makes the water just turn into red wine. Maybe Jesus created it, I don't know. Turning water into wine. But it's not turning it into wine, it's just sort of you add the juice and then it makes a really, really dark red liquid. Well, not like super deep red, it's sort of red with a hint of purple. But, like, you know, it's sort of like just a really deep wine. Definitely not white wine. That's like white wine. I don't know what wine looks like. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I don't think I've ever said the word connoisseur in my life. I probably couldn't tell you the meaning of it. Does anyone else get that? They know how to use words. They just can't explain in words what it means. That's me in a nutshell. If someone asks me, hey, what does this word mean? I would probably shrug my shoulders. But if they said, hey, put it in a sentence, I could probably put it into a sentence, depending on the word. Like, if it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, I'd probably say, what film did that come out of again? Yeah, that. Because I actually can't remember what film it came out. What film did come out? My brain's saying Nanny McPhee, but I know it's definitely not Nanny McPhee. Like, is it Mary Poppins? I think it's Mary Poppins. Because it's definitely not Nanny McPhee. Definitely not. I've only really ever seen the first Nanny McPhee. The second Nanny McPhee, like Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang, I've seen clips of it. Like, there's an elephant at one point, and there's Walla going on, and I don't really know much else about it. Don't really know much about it. I remember we used to watch, like, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was a child. As well. Well, not a child, but we used to watch it occasionally. I never really liked it. Like, I feel like I was just too old by that point to like it. So I say when I was younger, I mean, like, probably when I was 10. It wasn't necessarily that I was too old to like it, it's just I was like, meh, boring, show me Gremlins. Because, you know, I like Gremlins. It's a good time. Probably not for someone of my age at the time, but still. I remember my sister used to really like it. But it is because, well, probably at least, because she's my younger sister. So like I said, the whole age thing, more nostalgia. But I was sort of like, it's okay, but if I could choose to watch something, this would not be on the list. Sorry, I was about to say Nanny McPhee again. Nanny McPhee, get off my mind. I do not have dirty thoughts about Nanny McPhee. Don't even start with me. Just, she's on the brain, and I really do not know why. Just, oh, Nanny McPhee fetish. No Nanny McPhee fetish. I have never had dirty thoughts of Nanny McPhee in my life. I don't wish to. I don't. I don't want to think of Nanny McPhee in that way. That doesn't seem nice. I forgot what was happening in that section. Like, I got to it, I was like, what do I do now? I don't know. Just sort of go with it. And I did, and then I died. Like, oh yeah, this thing happens. And then I got dead and squished on the floor. It's like a fly swatter. I remember I used to be really good at killing flies by, like, you know when you get a towel or just any cloth and you wrap it up and then you, like, flick the end and it makes a crack sound, then people shout at you like, oh, you know that's breaking the sound barrier, it's like a whip and it's very painful and you can take someone's eye out of that. I remember that happened at school with, like, our school jumpers. And then the head teacher came up to me and was like, you know, you shouldn't do that, it's like a whip, that's why it cracks. Because it's breaking the sound barrier, they'll take your eye out. Oh, and I was like, thanks for the science lesson, sir. It's break time. We're having fun. Knob off. I never said that, but that was going through my brain. Like, I didn't care for what he had to say. Excuse me. Maybe I should listen to what he said and I wouldn't be doing this. Oh, the self-defacing humor. I'm enjoying myself, though. Life is going well. I enjoy life. Life is good. Now, if I was a popular YouTuber, the YouTube comment section would be full of people saying, well, at least it's nice for some people. I went over this in the last episode, okay? Go back to that. And learn the beautiful things that I said. Because I actually remember what I said in the last episode, all the episodes before that, I can't remember now, but still, ooh. I remembered a thing from 2 days ago. That hasn't happened for a while. Or at least, like, since I had something really nice to eat. And then, like, days after, I'm like, oh, I could really go for that right now. Like, you know when you have takeout food and you haven't had it in ages, and it's like, oh, it's so good. Then, like, a couple of days afterwards, it's like, we ran out of food. I guess I'll eat some bread. It's like, oh, I wish I had that again right now. You know that feeling? I don't know that feeling, because we have food, and it's good food, and But still, sometimes, like, you have McDonald's one day, and it's like, oh, so good, and then a few days afterwards, you're like, I really wish, like, I didn't have it that day, so I could have it today. Like, it's sort of punishment, really. Since I don't have takeout food, like, ridiculously often. We do have fish and chips every Friday night, but we are British, so leave me alone. It's tradition. It's not tradition. It's just a thing we do. Since, like, the food gets delivered that day from supermarkets. Since online shopping, yay! And then we're like, well, since the food's just got here, just go out and get food, because otherwise they're gonna unpack this food and then make food with the food, and then food happens. So that night the food just sort of sits there after it's been put away. We don't just leave it on the floor. We're not animals. We put it away, we go get the foods, and then we eat the foods, and it's a great time. But yeah, we don't have it. We don't have takeout food that often. Unless you count that, which you probably should. But shush your face, okay? Shush your face. It's like Sunday roast. We have that every Sunday too, because it's a Sunday roast. Can't have it on a Monday. Unless you do, but in which case you are crazy. You're an absolutely crazy person. You cannot tell me you have your Sunday roasts on a Monday. You can tell me it. Just know that I won't listen to you. And if I do happen to listen to you, I will think you're insane and probably call, like, a mental asylum for you. Because you're having a Sunday roast on a Monday. It's not okay. That goes against the Geneva Convention. It goes against everything. Like, the trick's in the name. The Sunday roast. And you're telling me have it on a Monday. Now, don't even get me started about when people have it on a Wednesday. Like, Jesus Christ. That's not okay. Monday, it's one day afterwards. I'm still annoyed at you and will still call the police. But Wednesday? See, look, that death, you caused me to die because I was thinking about how crazy people can be by having Sunday roasts on a Wednesday. Now, anybody watching this video that has it on those days, like, am I a bad person? No, you're not a bad person, but you are a crazy person. You're not bad, just crazy. What would you rather? That was awful. What would you rather be? Sad? Not sad. Bad or crazy? I'd rather be crazy any day, because, you know, they can be funny. Crazy people. Because they just do crazy things, like, look, it's the crazy guy again. And it's like, it is me. Being crazy. I really thought this crazy thing would be more enjoyable. Rather than people just be calling me crazy all day and saying, hey look, it's the crazy person. That's probably not what happens to crazy people. Why am I being so awful right now? Because I got progress. So I've chilled the hell down. Now progress can never be made again. Maybe I'm just waiting for the next episode so I can just hold it off. Because I know I can make progress again. Since I've made it to that section twice in this video alone. Like the spinny blade of doom section. The Beyblade, that's what I called it. Made it to that section multiple times. Multiple times. And only made progress one of those times because the other time I was mind flooded as all hell. So now we should possibly get further since I died on the bit. But I actually got it right. I died on the bit. In a really dumb way. Like if I just kept clicking, it would have gone a lot better for me. Yeah, a lot better. Dying there makes me a sad bunny. Since I was clicking, but I was slightly late on one of them because stuff and things. This game is too fast, so sometimes when you do the thing, it doesn't do the thing how you want it to. Like that. That bit is the worst for it. Like that bit I genuinely dislike, because when you hit the blue things, you move ridiculously fast compared to when you hit any of the others. The blue ones, they flip your gravity around so goddamn fast to the point where it's like mildly annoying. So that even the blue things that you don't click on, that you bounce off of in that section, that makes you look really cool because you're just going bouncing along. really irritating. Really irritating. Really irritating. I'm saying really irritating so much because I... yeah, I needed to cough. It was resonating within my throat, and I was like, don't you dare throw me off. It didn't, but it irritated me nonetheless. And I don't like being irritated. You hear me? Do not irritate me. Just don't irritate anyone, really. Irritating people is just not nice. It's just not. Probably gonna go to 90 attempts in this video. Saying that now because the video's already at 50 minutes. And I said it is probably gonna be in like an hour and a half of recording. And it's like, gotta do 2 of these, and if I'm doing as amazingly as I am now, the video is getting really long before I get to 100 attempts. You know, stuff and things is gonna get crazy. I did not follow my pattern at all, and it led to death. We're only on attempt 80. Okay, 85. 85. 90. Still too far, apparently. Since we're at 51 minutes. Like, I'm accepting the fact that these videos are getting ridiculously long now. I'm like, well, I don't have editing. Screw it. If you want to watch it, you'll watch it. If you don't want to watch it, then fair enough. Your choice. I do not mind in the slightest. But yeah, like, the videos are getting long. Let's not make them ridiculously long now. There's another cough. Not now. Okay, I did it in that section because that section's like easy town. So it felt like the smart decision, which is rare for me, as you can tell. Oopsie daisies me. Still not 100% at that section, but it's improving. It's improving. Don't you worry there, don't you know. Darn tootin'. Watched a lot of YouTube for this video. Like, I watched more than I normally would, because I've said it before. Yeah, I sit and watch a bit of YouTube before the recordings happen, because leisure, blah blah blah, we've heard it all before. Watched more this time. Not really a reason, just felt like it. Probably just because I'm ill, I was like, well, I don't really feel like recording right now, so let's do this first. And now I'm recording. And it felt good. It felt good. I've been doing not necessarily the best I've ever performed in the game, but I've made progress. So improvement has happened. Like somewhere. That was like really bad. Like I was clicking and then for some reason, like my middle finger decided to do the right click. Then my brain was like, oi, what are you doing, mate? And then it was like, wait, look back at the road, and then I died. So it was good and then it was bad, but then it got worse. It didn't really improve after it got bad. It didn't. But we accept that. We accept it for who it is. As you all should, with all your peers. Accept them for who they are. Because they are probably a nice person somewhere. Like, this is exactly a reason why I don't like anti-gay people. Like, just leave them alone. Like I just said. Just, they're probably nice. Just get to know the people before you're a douche to the people. Because then you're the bad guy. Like, that's the positive, in my opinion, towards people that are anti-gay or homophobic. Because it's pretty irrational. Some people have their reasons. It's like, oh, this gay person did this to me. Well, you don't have to hold it against all gay people. Just because someone who's white would do a thing doesn't mean you now fear everyone who's white. No, it's just because you knew the person's gay and now you have something to hold against them. But the best part about anti-gay people or homophobic people And there's nothing really good about them, so don't take it the wrong way. The only thing that's, like, decent is you have something against them, or, like, over them. From that point onwards, there's the final attempt. But yeah, if they're mean to someone for pretty much no reason, because that's what they're doing. If they are the sort of people that go out and are like, ugh, you're an awful person, ugh, then you have some, not necessarily over them, that sounds a bit rude and cruel, but you can just, you know they're the bad person. You know you're the nice person, they're the bad person. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you're still enjoying the series. I know I am. Apologies for the little rant at the end there, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!